Hey Canucks fans, my name is Rev Trev, and thanks for coming to Kempner Canucks. Lots of my videos have been blowing up lately, and I just want to thank you for being a part of it. Today we want to talk about the captaincy in Vancouver. Bo Horvat, obviously an incredible captain, hard worker, warrior, defensive player, just hard to play against, answered questions well, solid guy, not rattled too much, honest, not didn't throw his teammates under the bus. Love Bo as our captain. We've had a lot of great captains over the years, Trevor Linden being probably the greatest captain we've ever had. But Naslin, different people like that. But the question is now, who should be our captain? By the way, I've got something in my eye, so if you see that red mark, that's so awkward right now. I don't know why I've got a bloodshot thing in my eye. So if you see it and you think, what's going on with his eye? That's what's happening. It just happened tonight. So, and just like segment into that, hey, well, if you like the content I'm producing, passionate, realistic, honest, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Okay, let's get into who should be the next captain. The first question we need to ask ourselves is, do we even need one? Do we need to have someone wearing the C? Why can't we just have a bunch of people wearing the A and we're good, like we're doing right now? I don't see any need that we need to have a captain name for the rest of this season. 26 games left. Why? There's no need to have it. And so that's just my personal opinion. If they choose to get someone, that's fine. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I think the shoe-in choice from Canucks fans is Pettersson. And, he's okay. That's not my pick I would do, but I know the reason why I would choose Pettersson is because it's going to help with his contract negotiations. Him being captain means more of a commitment. And what does it mean to even be a captain? You're answering questions every day. You're talking about the team. I don't know if you want Pettersson to be doing that. Like, just get him to concentrate on goals. They asked him on After Hours, and he actually kind of surprised everyone by saying that it's something that he would need to think about all off-season to consider if that's what he wants to do. This is one of the reasons why I don't think Pettersson's a great move for captaincy. I don't think he's the guy you want. In my opinion, he's not really captain material. Just because he's the best player does not mean he should be captain. Guy Carbonneau for the Habs back in the day in their runs, he wasn't their best player, but he was a warrior kind of guy. He was the guy you kind of wanted to have, and he was an excellent captain. So I don't think we need, just because you're our leading scorer, be our captain. But in saying that, then, if it's not Pettersson, I think they're going to ask Pettersson, by the way. That's my prediction. They're going to go with the fan favorite. They're going to ask him. He's probably going to say yes. I hope he doesn't. But, because I don't think he needs a distraction. But he suggested on After Hours that it shouldn't be him. It should be the leaders in the dressing room, who he said was Luke Schenn and JT Miller. Those guys are leading by example. And I think, the hate has gone too far on JT Miller. I think JT Miller is actually a really good option. Now, Luke Schenn, I don't even know if he's going to be on the team come trade deadline. So I wouldn't consider Luke at this stage. I mean, if you bring him back, sure, maybe. But I think that's a bad choice. I think it's either JT Miller or Quinn, or Hughes, right? And those are the two realistic ones, in my opinion. Again, I think that they're going to ask Pettersson. But if I was calling the shots, I would ask JT Miller or Hughes. I think both of those guys could do an excellent job. I think the team likes JT Miller. It's the fan base that is just angry about the contract and how bad he's been playing. Just so you know, the last video I just did regarding JT Miller, he's almost a points a game guy, and they're having a terrible season. Pettersson's the only guy offensively that's having an incredible year. Hughes is okay, but think about that. There's only really one Canuck that's really producing the points because we've got rid of both. So just want to kind of throw that out there. What do you think? Who do you think would be the best option, and why? Why do you think they would be? I want JT Miller not only because I think he's an incredible leader. I think he would be an interesting interview. He would be a lot more honest, where I think Pedersen isn't going to say too much, doesn't have a lot of like personality there. I mean, if you kept Brock, I would think that he would be a good guy as well. But Hughes, he's just not that entertaining. He's a super talented player. I'm just leaning JT. I want to see some entertaining interviews. I want to see some honest, passionate, realistic stuff, just like my podcast, just like these videos. So I'd love to hear what you have to say. Post them in the comments, everyone. Like, subscribe, and always go Canucks, go!